Hello gems! Welcome back to my channel for today's unboxing video. Today we are going to be unboxing a deck that I ordered at some point, I think last year. I don't really remember when I ordered this, but this is going to be a Christmas deck. So I don't know if you saw my other unboxing video. I was really disappointed. I was totally looking forward to opening Yuletide Tarot. Ooh, I just poked my fingernail. Don't do that. So when I opened up Yuletide Tarot, I was left feeling disappointed and really bummed. I did not like that deck. I was sitting there at my tarot table and I was literally just thinking to myself, where TF is my Christmas cheer? It was so sad and depressing. I immediately went out and looked for a Christmas deck, and I found this one by Hattie Thorn. Sorry. So I wanted to wait until it was a little bit closer to Christmas. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I think I ordered this on Etsy. We're just going to throw all of this little lavender. I wonder if it still smells. Let's see. Not really, but it has energetic properties. Okay, so what does this say? This is so cute. Oh, look at, we have little old-fashioned Santa, little stickers. They look like they're ready to go caroling. This is what I was expecting from Yuletide Tarot, and I got the opposite. Okay, that's really cute. Oh, I love it. I love all these stickers. So the little handwritten note says, "Hi Leah, thank you for your order. Your crystal is," oh my God, a crystal, carnelian. I hope you love your cards. I'm sure I will. Much love, Hattie. Okay. So if you like this deck, this is where you can check her out. I don't follow her on Instagram, but I will check her out and probably follow her over there. Let's see. Oh, here's a little organza bag my crystal fell out of, but that's okay. It came a long way. This came from, I think, from England. What does my bag say? Royal Mail. Yes, it came from the United Kingdom, so it came a long way. Look how pretty that carnelian is. It's gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to stick that back in there. Oh, I'll keep this little card with it so I know what it is, just in case. And then there's this little raffia paper with more lavender glitter, so that is cool. Love the packaging so far. So it's wrapped, it's even wrapped up like a present. Oh my gosh, it says Merry Christmas. So let's see, how do I open this? It's what is stuff called? Tissue paper. Oh, it's like a little, yeah. Oh, and it even has, look at the attention to detail. What does that say? Fine worth. It looks like little washi tape. Victorian era. I don't know, Bon Voyage. I can't really make it out, all of it. It's like vintage Ephrba. It's really cute. Little nautical symbols. That is so adorable. I'm glad I purchased this from her. Well, at least so far. Let's do an unbiased review. So Vintage Christmas Tarot by Hattie Thorn. The box is adorable. I really like it, but these boxes don't hold up so well. So I do have a velvet bag that I will be using for this deck if I end up keeping it, which I probably will. It says, "Step back in time to a bygone era of elegance and enchantment with the Vintage Christmas Tarot. This nostalgic deck takes you on a journey into the heart of the holiday season, beautifully blending the artistry of Victorian Chromolithography with the mystical symbolism of the traditional Rider Waite tarot. This unique 78 card tarot deck has been lovingly designed by author and designer Hattie Thorn. And again, it has her contact information. So I went through and I was able to see all of the cards in this deck online. Pretty sure I ordered it on Etsy. I don't actually need my knife to open that. That opened really easily. You can tell that the corners are a nice, thick, round corner. It does have a coating. It's very smooth. It's like, has a buttery finish to it. Let's check out the back. Got this nostalgic feel to it. It really, I like the cream, like the beige borders. It's really cute. It's not reversible. You will be able to tell which side is up and which side is down. So if you're a stickler for that, this may not be your deck. And I just noticed that it's catching a little bit of glare, but it doesn't wash out. It just catches a little bit of light, and that coating really dulls the shine. So that's nice if you're doing video or photo readings. Let's check out the cutting. There is a little bit of a bow, but that will just go away with use. That's not going to bother me. The cutting is really nice. I like the cutting. Okay, so there is no guidebook, but if you know your Rider Waite meanings, then you should not have a problem translating using that, and then also reading intuitively. Just move these little stickers over here. Okay, so let's take a look at the cards. The font has a nice size to it. You can see it really easily. I love how the dog is there. It's not really nipping at his heels. They're looking in opposite directions. But that is cute. Here we have the magician. He looks like he's ready to do some magic tricks at a party. Maybe he's holding a candle. Maybe it's it looks like a light bulb. Yeah, it looks like he's lighting a light bulb. So I was able to see all of these images online, and when I saw it, I was just like, oh my gosh, I can read with this deck. I like the imagery. It was a lot more close to what I was looking for, the feeling I felt when I was looking at the images, and I did not get that with Yuletide. Look at this high priestess. She's barefoot. Probably be really cold, but the imagery is pretty. But maybe like the snow's melted, so is she kind of like in a meditative trance, in a meditative state, kind of like when they get the monks and they put those wet sheets on them and they can dry them in a freezer? That's the kind of vibe I'm getting with this card. Here we have the Empress. She is gorgeous. I love her dress and her throne. Very pretty. And the Emperor. Look at that robe. Oh my goodness, I love it. The Hierophant. Here we don't have any people, but you definitely do get the vibe that he is somebody who is in a position of power. Maybe he's outside getting ready to greet the people or something. Here we have the Chariot, and it's snowing. The Chariot's decorated. Here we have the Lovers. Definitely do get romantic vibes with this card. Usually I feel like it's more about choices, but obviously I can get romantic hits from the Lovers card, but this one I definitely feel very strongly that this would easily be a deck that you could use for a romance reading. Love the Strength card. I'm going to try to stop saying that because I love when I purchased this, I loved all the cards. Oh my gosh, I love his eyes and his mane. And the Hermit, look how wise he looks. Let me bring this up so you can get a good look at him. For the hanged man. Oops, it's glaring. For the hanged man. I just wanted you to see his expression. Cute. Oh my gosh. I love the death card. I know I said I was going to not do that anymore, but I just did. Wow. I don't know which one's going to be my favorite. I got so excited when I opened it up. Here I am, 13 in, and I did not start to separate my favorites. Let's see. There's quite a lot. Okay. Yeah, for now, those are my favorites. Okay, and look at this Temperance Angel. She's just stunning. I love how fluid her gown looks. Just like it's moving. There's so much movement. Just kind of the vibe I get from Temperance. Like you're just kind of flowing, you know, there's a healthy balance there. The devil. Oh my gosh. The tower is pretty cool too. I really like the way that the lightning is portrayed. The star is beautiful. And the moon. The sun is going to go into my favorites. Oops. Very cute. Love the festivity and the Ace of Wands. Oh, like he looks like he's getting ready to make big plans. Again, I kind of get romantic vibes. Like, is he getting ready to pop the question, or is he thinking about it? Is he thinking about a business deal? What is he thinking about? I love this one. They're ready to throw blows. He's gonna fight Santa. Oh, that's too funny. And the Six of Wands. You can't see any people celebrating, but here he comes with the star, you know, and you could just envision that there are people around him and they're cheering and he's riding in, and maybe he's gonna put the star on like the town's Christmas tree on Main Street or something. Love the way the horse is kicking up the dirt, and that's cool. Here we have another one where the guys are gonna they're gonna fight. Here with the Seven of Wands. Here comes Santa, and he has his little what are they? His elves. No reindeer in this one, but here he's got his elves. Santa's laughing. And I love this one, the Nine of Wands. He doesn't look like he's had a battle, but he does look like he's been working hard. Like his life has not been that easy. But yet he still is there standing. He's ready to make it through the winter. I like that. Ten of Wands. I like that. That's a lot of presents. It's a big load, a big burden. So it's a burden to buy all these presents, especially in today's economy. But it's it's also a burden to open all of those. You know, even to high expectations. You could just think of like so many different ways where the presents would fit into the traditional meaning of the Ten of Wands. I love that the page is a child. Kind of looks like my friend's daughter. Really cute. Love the power. You can see the just the muscles rippling in the horse. So you just see the strength, the willpower. Like the King of Wands. The Ace and the Cups. It's not going to make it into my favorites, but I do like it. It's a very pretty goblet. Definitely get that partnership vibe in this card. And then I like how the garland seems to be wrapping around the two of them. Love the joyfulness and the Three of Cups, how they're just dancing and singing. I don't know if they're singing, just they're dancing, like music playing. Oh, and the little Four of Cups. He doesn't want to open anything else. Or maybe he got something and he's disappointed with what he got. Okay, I think I'm just adding everything into my favorites. I do like them all though. It's going to be hard to pick one. Look at this Five of Cups. I love this Five of Cups card. I think it sums up the traditional meaning perfectly. I don't see any cups. Maybe that's a cup there, but I don't think you need to have the cups. You definitely get the whole vibe with that one. Too cute. And helping each other decorate the tree. I like it, but I know it's not going to beat out some of these. Window shopping, hello, total 7 cups energy there. Oh, look at him. Where is he going? What is he leaving behind? He's not taking any of his baggage with him. Just leaving it all behind. The Nine of Cups. This guy looks like he knows how to throw a party. Ten of Cups. Definitely get the family vibe here. A lot of satisfaction. Feeling whole, perfect, and complete. Oh, look at the little page. I like the Knight. I kind of feel like he's on a quest. He's not charging in. I love the color in this card. Just like the little touch of red here and there. He definitely looks like he could be a romantic, coming in on his white horse. The Queen. So normally I get really warm vibes from the Queen. This one is set in snow, but I don't really feel like she's an ice queen. His surroundings look a lot more warm. I still like both of these cards though. I like this one. This one's on point. Juggling these, what are these, balloons, or I don't know, juggling these two balls. Might be easy at first, but after a while, that would be difficult. This is really cute. I like that. We're all working together. Oh, excuse me. These cards are so relaxing and soothing for me. It's like putting me into a very relaxed state of being right now. It's making me yawn. It's triggering my parasympathetic nervous system. The Four of Pentacles, and he's counting his gold. I love it. Five of Pentacles. Oh. If you look very closely, it kind of looks like there's a little bit of tinsel dangling from the tree. He might be standing back, admiring his work, but also realizing that, wow, this is a really large tree and I still have a lot of work to do before I'm finished. I love this. This reminds me of, I think this is one of Santa's elves working at his little shed, or what are they called? Workbench. Oh my goodness. Nine of Pentacles. Wow. I normally don't feel like the Knight of Pentacles woman has just like shown up, you know, like she's made it, like she's arrived. And I totally get that vibe with this card here. This is cute. I like this with them sitting down and eating, the parents standing back and admiring. That's cute. Love it. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, I love this Two of Swords. We don't even need to have the swords. She's got her blindfold. And then I love it how this, the background, it kind of reminds me of the veil of the High Priestess. So she's got to tap into her intuition, make a decision. And the thorns. Oh my gosh, and the heart is bleeding. The Four of Swords. I love this. She, what is going on here? I don't know. He's probably trying to fend her off using a package. She's climbing over them to trying to get to him. So funny. We still have our boat. It's snowing, but it's a crystal clear night. It is snowing, but just slightly. And we have a full moon out lighting the way. Perfectly glassy water. Love that. And what is going on here? Like looting packages. This one kind of reminds me of being stood up to go on a date or to go out on a party or something. I'm really drawn to the clock behind her. She knows this guy is not the one. Yeah, here she is waiting. Ten of Swords, it looks like the party is over and they've trashed the house and he's just collapsed on the floor like, oh, thank goodness it's over. These ones are cracking me up because they're just so funny. Here we have our knight. He's not charging in. He looks like he is deep in thought, contemplating. Interesting. Okay, so let me find. I kind of would have liked to see them swapped. Like the Queen of Swords be in the cold, in the snow. And the Queen of Cups, I feel like she would have fit well in this warmer throne. That's just me. And the Kings, I feel like that's fine. They could go either way. That one doesn't really make me think it should have been swapped. But for this one, I do kind of feel like it should be swapped. Does that make me not like the deck? Absolutely not. I do like this deck. Okay, let's find my favorite. Oh, I gotta give it a sniff test too. Before I forget, let's do that now. There is no smell, thankfully. I don't know if you remember, but when I did my Yuletide tarot, that one stunk so bad I could not even open the box. Really, I had a headache by the end of my video, and I've literally left it there. Recently, I think it was like a week or two ago, I opened it up and I did smell it, and it was tolerable. It wasn't so pungent. It was just, whoa, blow you back, instant headache. And it's not like that anymore. So I will give that deck another chance, but I know for sure I'm going to like this deck more as far as like giving me that Christmas cheer type of energy. If I'm doing a reading for somebody who's depressed during Christmas, then obviously, you know, the Yuletide one would probably be more appropriate. Scoot this back just a tiny bit. Try to fit a couple more cards on here. So I do have a big stack. Okay, let's see. I guess I could put another one here. Okay, which card is going to be my first to come out? Even though she's stunning, I love this dress. It kind of gives me Beauty and the Beast, like Belle type of vibes. I'm going to take her out. And I think I'm going to take out the 10 of Cups. One thing I want to point out is on some of the cards, I noticed it on another one and I just totally forgot to mention it. Okay, so yeah, I think it's like a roller. I can see where, let me see if I can pick it up now. Now it's not, now it's hiding. There is a line, like a few lines that go across some of the cards where the rollers probably went. I see another one up here. So that is a little bit disappointing. It is an indie deck, so I do give them more leeway. I'm not as like super critical about it, but that is disappointing because this was a more expensive deck. So yeah, this one I can totally see the 2 roller marks here and here. I don't know if that's picking up. I'm not picking on the deck. I still love it. I'm sure I can't return it. It's been way too long. Just something to note. I don't think that one's coming out. I think I'll take out the King of Wands, even though he's giving off major Santa Claus vibes. Let's take out our Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so let's pick a couple of fighting ones and see who's going to come out. Let's see. I think this one just cracks me up where he's using the package to defend himself. This one's a lot more clear and you can see what's happening a little bit easier, but this one's just really making me laugh. And as far as this one, where he's exhausted, just so relieved it's over. It does get a bit of a muted glare in some positions of my table. Okay, I think I like this one better. Okay, I'm going to take out the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, these 2 are going to come out now because I like this one. Oh, final card. Okay. Well, not for all of them, but with an obligatory tripod bump. I can't really tell what's happening here in this wheel. I mean, maybe it has to do with the zodiac. I can't tell. It's just too small for me to see on the card. The detail is too tiny. But I do like it. I also like this one because it has the big ribbon on it. So it's kind of like no peeking. It could come up for us a couple different ways. Like, don't spoil the surprise. Perhaps it's best not to know. Oh, I don't know. I could see that taking on a couple of different meanings. Okay, so here we have our 3 riders. Let's see which one of these I like the best. Unexpected, because I wanted this deck to be a deck of Christmas cheer, which it totally is, but I kind of like this one better. Like, this thing that you don't want, this thing that you're fearing, it's actually a gift. um, Not to resist it. I like this one. It reminds me of creating, of giving with a pure heart, with an innocent, the heart of a child, without expecting anything in return, without an ulterior motive. That's really cool. Sharing your creative gifts with the world. Perhaps it's a homemade or handmade item. Might not be the best, might not be perfect, but it's perfect in the eyes of this child. Love that. Okay, so which one holds like the most Christmassy vibe for me? I guess it would have to be the star. Because Christmas is celebrating the birth of Jesus. So the three wise men followed the star, even though this is not Bethlehem. It kind of gives off that Christmas star, that that vibe for me. But I really love this one, where I feel like it's the thing that you're terrified of is actually a gift. I love the wreath around the horse's neck. I like this one because it just has like Christmassy feeling. I think I'm gonna go with probably the star, and this one's like literally right up behind it. Super, super close second would be the death card. Okay. Does it get fingerprints? Let's try to put a fingerprint on the death card. No, it is fingerprint resistant. Like it's maybe a tiny, tiny bit, but it really doesn't really show much. Let me check it one more time. Okay, so there is a tiny fingerprint there, but I don't even know if that will show. Maybe a little bit. I have 3, but yeah, again, they're really hard to pick up on camera. They're very, very faint, but they do have a little bit of fingerprints. Are there any renamed cards? No, I didn't notice any renamed cards. I think everything sticks to the traditional names. Yeah, okay. Let's see how it shuffles. Pretty stiff. I would probably recommend this deck to just stick with an overhand shuffle. If you're working with a client live, if you trust the client, if you allow them to touch your cards, I do. Perhaps even fanning it out, letting them choose their cards. My clients would really love that. Or, oops, it kind of grips on my velvet cloth. That was not that smooth. But anyways, you get the point. Let's see if we could do it the other way. I don't know if it will. Oh, for some reason, it did it that way. Sometimes they're funny like that. Okay, so yeah. But yeah, it's still not the best fan, but you get the point. You can choose your cards like that, or a big messy pile. Let's see if we can maybe shuffle it from the side. I don't know. Sometimes stiff cards will shuffle from the side. Let's see. No, these are pretty stubborn, actually. It might be from the deck coating. I'm not too sure. I'm sure in time it'll break in, but I think it'll take a while. Especially being a Christmas deck. It's not a deck that I would pull out year round. But I do have one friend. Actually, it's the friend who I said it reminded me of her daughter. They they leave Christmas as their ringtone year round. So if I had her as a client sitting in front of me, she would be delighted, over the moon happy if I pulled this deck out for her any time of the year. Let's see. Card quality. Is anything blurry or muted? No, I love the quality of the cards. Everything is clear, and these are old, vintage, Victorian images. So, I mean, they did a really good job restoring these. I love it. They did a fantastic job. Versus the Rider Waite. If you're familiar with the Rider Waite, I do think that you can easily carry over the meanings and read intuitively the images on the cards. Doesn't follow it verbatim because, again, it's from these it's from these Victorian images. Is it for newbies? It might be a little bit difficult if you don't have your Rider Waite meanings down, or at least without a guidebook. I could see how the images might throw someone off slightly if you were like a newbie. If you're ready to branch out into a second deck, maybe. Let's see, I'm going over my list to see if I missed anything else. Okay, who might like it, who might not like it? Who might like it is people who are into cheerful decks. If you wanted a holiday deck, if you wanted a Christmas deck, if you don't want to see Santa, so this deck might actually offend some people. If you don't want to see, okay, if you don't want to see angels or religious images, this will not be the deck for you. If you don't want to see people fighting, this person, to me, he just looks exhausted, but he might look dead. He looks like he's wearing lipstick or something. He got kissed. I don't know, but I mean, maybe it could be blood coming out of his mouth. So like, if you think like, oh, it kind of looks like blood, I'm not gonna like it. Won't be the deck for you. If you want people of different ethnicities, this will not be the deck for you. Okay. If you don't like Santa, definitely not going to be the deck for you. Trying to see anything else. The picture of the devil's gonna, kind of be scary. If that's gonna be a little bit of a scary image, this might not be the deck for you. Again, people fighting. Some people don't like to see any type of violence. This won't be the deck for you. But if you like this old vintage Victorian imagery, Victorian ephemera, if you like historical looking decks, if you like old fashioned decks, something really nostalgic, then you might like this deck. If you didn't like the Yuletide tarot and you have not found a Christmassy deck, you might want to give this one a look. And then just go ahead and open your deck before I did, so that way you can see if you have any of those roller marks on them, then you can get that squared away with the seller right away. Like I said, I waited because I wanted to open this a little closer to Christmas time. So yeah, here we have the line here and the line going here. It looks like you can see it better on the dark cards, not so much on the lighter cards. And I don't know if that coating will kind of like buff out or something. I don't know. No idea. Let's do a sample reading. So we are going to look at, let's see, I'm trying to come up with something. we're going to look at ourselves. It's just a sample reading. It's not directed at anyone in particular, okay? But we are going to look at, what am I doing to elevate myself? What am I doing to deplete myself? And then a recommended topic to do journaling on. Okay, so I'm just going to split this deck 3 times. Because I know these cards are not as well shuffled as I would like them to. Okay, so what am I doing to elevate myself? Oh, I'm not going to flip those yet. What am I doing to deplete myself? And a recommended topic to journal on. Okay, let's see what we have. What am I doing to elevate myself? We have the sun in the reverse. Feel like you have turned your back on things that rob you of your joy. You're not giving it any attention. You're not feeding it, okay? Just like, you know what, if this is making me unhappy, I'm just going to take a step back and not consume myself with this. What am I doing to deplete myself? The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I'm wondering if you're working on something and you're not resting, or if you're working on something and you're seeing no end in sight and you're kind of getting a little bit frustrated, it might be time to take a break. It might be time to do something for fun. Or you're going about something in a way that is so slow and tedious, there might be a better way. You might need to light a fire under it. Maybe wrap it up. Get it done with some effort. A recommended area for journaling. 10 of Swords. Or what am I doing to elevate myself? Maybe you're not elevating yourself. Maybe you're focusing on all the bullshit. You know, I'm looking at like these cards together, and yeah, maybe you're not elevating yourself. Maybe what you're doing is depleting. You're in a depleting rut right now. Yeah, she's even looking at the Knight of Pentacles. She's looking this way. Trying to be positive, like, oh, there's something that you're doing that's elevating yourself, but now that I'm looking at it, no, I'm kind of feeling like, no, it's you're not elevating yourself. What is over in your life? What do you need to accept? Why are you afraid of it? And what part of me secretly wants this to be over? That can mean different things to different people. Why am I afraid of it being over? And why do I want it to be over? Okay, so that's how this deck reads. I think it can deliver a serious message. It is a Christmas cheer deck, but it's not all, oh yeah, everything is rainbows and butterflies and ribbons and bows and what's that stuff called? Tinsel, you know, tinsel, everything is glittery and shiny and everything is perfect. Nope. This deck, I think it's going to call it like it is. So I do like that. Let's just pick one random card because I always do that. See how I would interpret that card since we don't have a guidebook. Our random card is 4 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, I feel like that would be saying you're really wanting something that you just can't have. It's out of reach, it's not an option, and it's time to stop with this mopey depression, and it's time to look at what you do have. What do you have to be grateful for? You haven't even opened these packages yet. And you're just sitting there like, no, I don't want to open them. I don't want to look at it because I just want to be mad, or I just want to be sad or depressed about something. I told you I wanted the pony, and all I got were these little packages that the pony didn't fit in. So that's how I'm reading this card right now. Okay. All right. So let's take a look and see if I can still find that part where it was like the deck was splitting into two now that it's been somewhat shuffled. I can see it. It does like a little bit of a bow right there. But I think with continued use, it'll level out. Okay, so thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Bye for now, gems.